All right, looks like we're live. What's going on, everybody? Tripp Kramer here from trippadvice.com, coming to you with another live session. People are waiting, people are ready. We're going to be talking about some good stuff today. And today's a very exciting day, and I'll tell you why. There's a few announcements that I want to make for you guys. Okay, so let's fix the camera here a little bit, fix the hat a little bit. All right, so here's what's going on. Few big announcements. Announcement number one. See this really boring white background? I'm actually building out a new studio. Maybe you care, maybe you don't. I care. It's going to be fun for me. We're going to build out a new studio, but I'll tell you why you're going to love it too, because I'm going to have a nice professional setup. We're also going to be able to have guests with me. So I'll be going into the TripAdvice, the TripAdvice logo in the background if you guys watch the YouTube videos, which I'm sure you do. Hello, everybody. Hello. So I'm going to be finishing the setup of that, hopefully live next week from there. And that means we're going to be doing consistent lives, which I believe we've been doing, 1 or 2 a week for the past few months now. So we'll be getting into that. That's going to be really exciting. Looks like there's some chit-chat here in the chat room. We can get to some of those questions if we want. Hello, Eric. So that's announcement number one. Now here's announcement number two, something that is really, really exciting. And I think you guys are going to really love this, okay? So before I get into the topic of today, which is going to be how to talk to anyone, how to build deep connections, I have some really good tips for that, some really good thoughts for that. I wanted to tell you really quickly about a new, basically a new offer from an old program. When I say old, I just mean it's been around for a long time, but it has not been available to anyone to get separately. It's only part of my Hooked program. Yes, Tripp 2.0. I will be taking questions and calls in just a second. Well, not just a second. I'll be going over some material, and then we'll be going into doing calls and questions and all that good stuff. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is I have for you the Irresistible Academy. The Irresistible Academy is a 12-month program, which is online, where every single month you're getting new material on how to become more irresistible to women. And something that I'm doing that's very special is I'm offering it to the people who come to the lives. So it's only available for you if you are here on the live show. And then the offer expires until the next time we do a live. But just understand that it is available to you for $1. I'm doing a $1 trial. And like I said, the offer expires in 55 minutes. So it will be going away. It's only special to people who join the lives. It's kind of like my gift to you. And what's cool is it's a $1 trial into basically a program that every single month, like I said, you get new content. So the first month that you're going to be getting of content is called Advanced Attraction Techniques. Okay. Actually, hold on. Let me double check that. I actually think it's not Advanced Attraction Techniques, but it is Advanced Conversation Techniques, something that I think you're going to really get a lot of use out of. So first of all, like I said, this is available only for the next hour here, and I'm going to be having it available just for the next hour because it is my gift to people who come here live. It's $1. After that, it's $47 per month. You can cancel at any time. If you don't want to stay in it before 2 weeks is up, just email me, cancel, and you don't have to stay in it anymore. Okay? I'm trying to pull up the website here. But anyways, I'll be telling you more about that as we continue here on our live. I want to get into some cool stuff. But just so you know, if you're interested in this, and I'll be talking, like I said, more about it throughout the live, you can check it out. It is, like I said, a $1 trial, and you can cancel anytime. Every month you're getting new material. I have information in there on how to dress better, on how to have a more productive lifestyle, on how to have more interesting conversations through some techniques that I've only really shared here in the program. And then I have other areas in terms of there's a whole month dedicated to all these women that I've gathered and interviewed and giving their take on what makes a man attractive. I have one all about how to have a cool bachelor pad. So every month you're getting all this new cool stuff. And this is not a new program. It's if you have hooked, you might be in the Irresistible Academy. If you are, let us know. But this is the first time, like I said, I'm offering it for a $1 trial. So you can check it out. Anyways, enough about that. Let's get into some material. I'll put the link right here. It is trippadvice.com/stream special. Okay? So you can click on that link and you can check it out. $1 trial available to you. All right, so we're going to talk about how to build deeper connections. And then we are going to take some calls today. Also, of course, answer any questions that you guys have in the chat. Okay? Cool. Awesome. So, how to talk to anyone and build a deeper connection. So, I came up with this topic because I really kind of wanted to piggyback off of something that we were talking about on one of the last lives. On one of the last lives, I believe we talked about how not to be boring. I don't remember if that was the last one or 2 lives ago. And something I talk about in there is this idea all about how to build your curiosity. Okay? How to build your curiosity. So what does that mean? That means that how do you take curiosity that's inside of you, use it in conversation, and if you don't have that natural occurring curiosity, how do you try to attempt to get more curious? Because I believe that curiosity, that is the one thing that is going to make you stand out from everyone else who's talking to girls. But more importantly, I think it's like the number one technique. Whenever I've seen anyone be successful with women, curiosity is one of the most powerful things. Okay? So that is one of the big answers here in terms of how do you talk to anyone and how do you build a deeper connection. You build a deeper connection by not going surface level. We all know the surface level questions. What do you do? Where are you from? Have you been here before? Maybe what's your favorite restaurant around town? What's your favorite thing to do? Right? These are all kind of surface stuff. And while I'm not against that, I'm not against you talking about anything. Really, if you can just say anything to a woman and somehow keep a conversation going, that would be amazing. Right? So whatever you can do to keep a conversation going, that's fine. However, if you're looking to get conversation to the next level, if you want to get it to the next level, then what I really, really recommend you do is try to get that curiosity out. Really try to understand why people do what they do. I actually have a video on this in the YouTube channel where I give you this really awesome question that you can use when you're talking to a girl. Okay? What is that question? That question is, what's that like? I'm going to type that in the chat right now. I love that question so much. What's that like? And you can use that for anything you guys are talking about. So you can, that is like my little fun technique, this little connector going from surface level conversation to deep conversation. That's the bridge right there. What's that like? Okay? So you say that to someone. So you could say something like, what do you do for a living? And she goes, oh, I work in marketing, right? Really, really just plain and simple answer, right? Marketing. And you can say, oh, what's that like? She's probably never been asked that question before. God, I love it so much, right? What's that like? So then they can answer it. And one of the reasons why I love that question so much is because I'm curious not only about maybe what marketing is like. I'm more just curious like on the deeper level of what are they going to say? You know, it's like almost like a funny question, like what's my marketing job like? But they're going to have to answer it. They're going to say something. You know, you're going to say, oh, what's that like? What's it like to do that? Basically, what you're saying to them is, is what is your perspective and what is your experience like doing whatever it is that you do? And by the way, you don't have to use that just for a job. You can use that for anything, right? You can use that for, you can say, what's that like for where they live? You know, they're like, oh, I live in this neighborhood. We know whatever neighborhood. You're like, oh, what's that like? And they say, oh, it's good because of this, or it's bad because of this, whatever it is. What's that like? So again, we're talking about drawing out your curiosity. That's just one idea. You can use that. You know, that's a very basic way to kind of, like I said, draw out the curiosity. But remember, I'm hoping, and this is, if you're a guy who's like, I don't care about people. I said this on the last one too. If you weren't here for How to Not Be Boring, I said this on the last one. If you don't care about human beings and you don't care to get to know someone, conversation is going to be hard. People say, oh, conversation's so hard. How do I continue a conversation? How do I talk to girls? One of the reasons is because you're trying to have a conversation with a girl to get laid. That's what your mindset is, oh, in order to get laid, I talk to girls. I say words, I talk to girls. I get laid, I get a girlfriend. You're too outcome dependent. Okay? Someone said, go away or I'm calling the police. Oh, really? What's that like? Ian, very funny. Made me laugh here. Yes, empathy. I just lost my train of thought. Completely lost my train of thought because that was really funny. Now I gotta figure out where I was. But basically, I guess remember where I was. So stop trying to use conversation as a way to just get in a girl's pants. That's not gonna work. Focus more on the process, okay? If you want to get a girl attracted to and interested in you, you gotta be interested in the conversation. You have to be interested in the conversation. This is the most important, all right? This is the most important. If you're trying to think of lines or just, random things to say that's going to make a girl attracted to you, it's not going to work. You have to be present in the conversation, interested, curious, interested in human beings. And it's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you if you're just trying to get past that point. It's kind of like the same thing as like working out, if you're just like, oh, I just care about losing 20 pounds. Well, you can't just magically lose 20 pounds. You might say, okay, well, I'll just go to the gym. I know I got to go to the gym. I'll just go and I'll run on the treadmill for a little bit. It's like you're not really doing this in a deliberate way. You're half-assing it. You're just like, okay, I'll go for 10 minutes. I'll run on the treadmill. I'll do whatever the minimum it takes to do it. But what's going to happen? Well, you probably won't get the results or you'll get really slow results. So what I'm saying is put a little bit of effort into the curiosity portion of you really caring about the person that you're talking to. I don't mean caring like you don't have to care for them. You don't know them yet. But caring at least for the conversation. What can you do to make the conversation? And here's the trick. How to make it interesting for you. Something I talk about all the time on this channel. Entertainment. Providing entertainment for yourself. How do you have interesting conversation for yourself? And I get a lot of people who push up against that idea. They're like, yeah, you talk about all the things that you want to and just entertain yourself. The girl's going to get bored. Try it. You will have more success when you're trying to have fun in the conversation than trying to entertain her. I'm telling you right now. Try it. 9 times out of 10, that works the best. Okay? That works the best. I'll be taking questions, guys, in just a little bit here. We'll get into some stuff. But yeah, so how do you talk to anyone? Well, I've given you the advice in the past. You've seen a lot of videos and you've seen a lot of lives of me telling you have to practice. You might not get to the point right away where it's going to be easy for you to be curious. You might say, Tripp, I'd love to go out there and be curious and do what you say and ask a girl, what's that like, and have interesting conversation that's interesting to me, but I'm freaked the fuck out. I can't do that. I'm too scared to even say a word. I'm not going to remember even what to say, or I'm not going to be able to access the curiosity part. Okay? I'm not going to be able to access that because I'm too scared. That's okay. You don't have to get this right. Actually, I was just talking to a friend of mine, this girl, who read my book, Magnetic. And one of the things that she pointed out in it, because I talked about this in the last chapter, is this concept called progress over perfection. I'm going to write that in the chat. Progress over perfection, which means just doing, and not trying to get it perfect. Guys will mess that up a lot. They will just try to get it right, learn as much material as they can so they can go out and just like have the perfect conversation with the girl that they're really attracted to and then hope it works. And it doesn't. And it sucks that, God, I still hold anger for the fact that I feel like there's no material out there like 12 years ago when I was learning this stuff that told me that. I'm teaching you the stuff I wish that I learned, which is the fact that you're not going to get the approaches right away. You need to go get rejected. You need to go out, you need to talk to a lot of girls, you need to get rejected over and over and over again. Progress over perfection. If you're going and talking to girls and you're getting rejected, that is significantly better than being right here and doing nothing. Do you understand? I cannot stress that enough. That is one of the most important things. Okay? Progress over perfection. So you're going to get better at this by going out, talking to a lot of women. Okay? And you're going to be messing up. If you're a perfectionist and you're not okay with messing up, peace. Leave this live. Don't watch any more videos. Don't get any more dating advice from anyone, including me. This is not for you. If you want this to be for you and you want this to work, then you need to understand that you're going to mess up. And you mess up over and over and over and over and over and over again until you can get to the point where you're comfortable enough to talk to women and then reach down inside with that curiosity, bring it out, and build that deep connection with that girl. Okay? So like I said, it's okay to start off with some really basic questions. I know I'm really against the where are you from, what do you do? But if that's something you're going to talk about and still approach versus not approach, I'd rather you do that. I'd rather you have the most boring conversation in the entire world than not do it at all. But then you take it to the next level, and eventually you can talk to a girl and build some of those deeper connections. Ask her, what's that like? Here's a cool technique I'll teach you right now. This is really cool. So listen up. Don't leave. Listen to this right now. So this is a really cool thing that you can do when you're talking to someone. This is something I learned from, I forgot what book it was. But I learned from a book about communication, and I use it and it works, and I'm teaching you. So what you can do is when you're talking to someone and they say something, repeat a little bit of what they say. Don't do it every single sentence or you're going to sound really funny. But every few minutes, repeat what they say. That's going to make them feel that you heard them, that you understand them. They're going to feel like you're empathizing, understanding them, and they're going to all of a sudden feel like, whoa, we're connected. And all you got to do is repeat what they say. So, for example, let's say you're talking to a girl and she's like, oh, I work in marketing. And you say, oh, what's that like? And she goes, oh, it's really fun. It's challenging. I went to school and I studied marketing at the University of Illinois, and it was, I had a lot of really good classes. So you stop there and you say, oh, you went to the University of Illinois. Cool. Oh, you had a lot of good classes. Awesome. Again, don't do that for every sentence because you're going to sound like a weirdo. But every once in a while, kind of just repeat what they're saying. As if you're saying, oh, that's cool, and whatever. You don't have to necessarily give a compliment about it, but you just kind of repeat it a little bit. It is crazy how well that works. It is really crazy, Someone just said, what a great live stream. So safe and fun. I love the environment here. Yeah, man, me too. Everyone is really cool. Once in a while, we get a guy who wants to spam the chat, but it's so rare. Everyone who joins these lives are awesome. And again, I want to say this from earlier. There's a lot of new people here. What I am doing right now is I'm offering you something really cool. This is just for you guys. I don't email about this. I don't talk about this anywhere. This is special to you, the viewer of the live stream who joins me every Tuesday and Wednesday night, and sometimes Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, depending, is I'm offering my Irresistible Academy, which is my 12-month program, at a $1 trial. This is the first time I have ever done this, ever. And the first month, you get what's called advanced conversation techniques. It's a couple hours of video that's teaching you some of my best conversation techniques, and I'm giving it to you for only $1. $1. Okay, so why am I doing this? Well, it's kind of like a trial. Come in, see how you like it. If you don't like it, you can cancel. You just email me. It's very simple. You'll be giving access to my members area where you'll be joining, and every month you automatically get new content. Okay, this is not stuff that's on any of my YouTube channel, on my podcast, even on my live stream. This is every month a new topic that we go over. We talk about style, we talk about attraction, we talk about seduction, we talk about, I think I already said lifestyle. And every month it's $47 per month, but you get a trial of it for $1. And every month you get new content. I do some interviews with some experts depending on what it is. So give it for free. I'm giving it for $1. Come on, that is free. Like I said, it is $47 per month, but you can cancel at any time. So if you want access to this, I'm going to put another link in the chat. It's trippadvice.com/stream special. Can you guys just go to that page and let me know if it's loading? I'm just testing this out for the first time. And if anyone is signed up, let me know. If you sign up, let me know. Say in the chat, signed up, and I can know that it's working okay. I've been testing it constantly to making sure it works for you guys. But this is, and by the way, it's in the description too. If you want to just go to the description, it's right there. You can check it out there. Okay. Fred said, I feel like all the convos that I have with people are not organic and stress about what I'm going to say next. Could this be a form of anxiety? Yeah, this could be a form of anxiety, for sure. This could definitely be anxiety. I think that you're not having enough conversation. Whenever I get on the phone with people who are interested in coaching, I go, how many girls are you approaching per week? And they say like 1. And I'm like, oh, well, of course you're at where you're at. You're not approaching enough women, right? So that's kind of the problem there. Yeah, so guys, the link to the $1 free trial of Irresistible Academy is at trippadvice.com/stream special. Let me know if it's working for you. Cool. Someone said they're signing up. Yes, it loads. Awesome. So I want to be very clear, guys. It's $1 today. In 2 weeks, you get billed $47 per month. If you want to cancel, all good. You email me, tripp@trippadvice.com. We cancel you within 24 hours. But what's cool is it's basically free. I'm not even going to kick you out, meaning the first month you're getting for free for just $1. So you'll still have access to that forever, and it's some of my best material because it's all about conversation techniques, which I know you guys are always struggling with. That's what I struggle with when I first started. So you're going to love that no matter what. And I believe I also have another bonus in there. You'll have access to it. It's a full presentation that I gave in Chicago. It's my Chicago seminar, so you're going to get that for free as well. So check it out, guys. Stream special. For those of you who sign up, let me know if you sign up. I just want to make sure that it works. This is something that I'm testing out with you guys. And when I say test out, I mean I'm not doing this for anyone else. Like, this is only available for the next 35 minutes and only available to you. Okay? That's it. This is my gift to you guys. Like I said, you want to cancel, it's fine. It's only $1. So you get $1 with all this cool content that you're going to be learning. Okay? Is the program better than my book? It's different. It's different. The book is amazing. The book guides you along the whole process of meeting women, but the Irresistible Academy is going kind of like deeper. Like, I think the Irresistible Academy is this 12-month program where it goes, like, it deep dives into all these different areas of attraction, what makes you irresistible to women. Like I said, lifestyle, money, fashion. There's a module towards the end about your bachelor pad, making your place awesome. It's like all these different areas of your life and just zooming in on it and giving you the best information and practical techniques. Of course, like I said, none of this shit that I ever give you is theory and you're like going to watch it and have no idea what to do with it. It's going to actually give you stuff to do. Okay. My book is called Magnetic. You can get that on Amazon. I'll put the link in here. If you guys want the link to the stream special, the dollar special, it is in the description below. Okay. Cool. Awesome. All right. Let's do some calls. You guys ready for some calls? I'm ready to talk to you guys. Let's do this. Numbers on the screen. Boom. Lines are open. Let's chat. Let's chat about some of the things we talked about today. Any questions you have about Irresistible Academy, any question that's going on in your life, let's talk about it. All right. I need to go back to the chat here because I lost it. All right, cool. Okay. All right, the lines are open, as you see. There is the number 310-598-3384. You guys can call in right now and we'll answer your question. I hope you got some good advice here with some of the techniques I talked about. Again, I kind of repeated from one of my last lives about drawing out the curiosity, but I gave you some couple techniques to make it a little bit more interesting to build some of these deeper connections with the people that you're talking about. You know what I mean? No, my book is not available in Barnes & Noble. It's only available on Amazon. So you can get it there. Okay. God, you guys are asking lots of questions. Okay, so Instagram is at Tripp Advice. If you needed to check that out. What's a Discord server? By the way, I'm the moderator of this chat. All right, we have got a question. What's up, man? You're on the air. What's your name, age, and where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up? This is Nick again. I'm back. I'm 18 and I'm from Georgia.
Hey, man. What were we talking about last time?
Last time we were just talking about like college stuff and approaches, and I've been doing some like more approaches before I head off for the semester. I was just wondering if I could like ask you a couple more conversation questions.
Awesome. So what do you got for me today?
Today I was going to ask about some day game. So, like, I've been doing some more approaches to just work on my conversation skills and such. And talking to, like, women that are on their own is really easy for me at this point. But what kind of trips me up is when they're, like, in groups. So I was wondering if there's, like, a good way to handle that with the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few ways to go about this. First of all, you can just completely forget that they're in a group of people and just approach the girl and start talking to her. And then you let the group in slowly as you start talking to the girl that you're talking to. Another thing you could do is you could just approach the group and start a conversation with them, you know, especially if it's during the day.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, just going up and approaching the group, being social. You know, there's a few openers you could use. Do you have any ones that you're using right now to get the conversation started?
I kind of like situational openers personally. I know that's kind of like overdone, but like situational openers or opinion openers. Like the other day, I just like saw this one with these Nikes on. I was like, oh, hey, where'd you get these Nikes? Blah, blah, blah. And then kind of made it more personal over time. Stuff kind of like that, just kind of innocuous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. And listen, I love situational openers because that's the most natural way to start a conversation if that happens. What I get concerned about for guys who are learning this is they look too much for the situational opener. What if they can't find one? So what I want you to do is I always want you to be what I say is called armed with an opener. So if there's no situation that you can comment on, I want you to be able to have something that you can just approach anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
do you have one of those?
Yeah.
Do you have one of those?
I mean, in that case, I was thinking maybe I could just go direct, like, just, hey, you seem cool, I'd like to meet you, blah, blah, blah. But then you might get stuck. I don't know.
Yeah, you might get stuck. Here's a good way to do it is you can go up and you can say, hey, what's up? Saw you over here. You look nice. I wanted to say hi. Are you from, and then the city. So I love that. I love are you from, because that question can take you many places, right? You're going to say, are you from, what city are you in again?
I'm in Georgia, Atlanta.
Okay, so you can say, are you from Atlanta? And they'll say, no, I'm from wherever. And then you can talk about that. And if they say, oh, I am from Atlanta. Oh, cool. What neighborhood? Oh, where'd you grow up in? You can even guess, like, oh, I bet you grew up in this neighborhood. And, you can start talking about that. She might ask you back, oh, are you from here? And then you can answer that way. And this can be an entrance into continuing the conversation to somewhere else. And then in the meantime, if something comes up naturally with the situation that you're in, then maybe you can use a situational continuer. Maybe at this point you're talking to her and you notice that she's wearing something interesting, she's holding something, maybe she's got a dog, whatever it is, then you can comment on that. A technique that I love is called wearing, holding, doing. Okay? So this is another way to engage in conversation, whether you're starting the conversation or continuing the conversation. It's called wearing, holding, doing. Self-explanatory. Focus on something that they're wearing, something that they're holding, or something that they're doing. This is more of the situational opener, because if you see that they're wearing something interesting, they're holding something interesting, or they're doing something interesting, you can comment on one of those. You don't have to comment on all three of them, but those are your options, which you might already know because you've been going out there. But I want to say that for the guys who are just learning this stuff.
Okay, yeah, because I remember you saying, like, you need to talk to the girls longer to build comfort so you don't end up just getting flaked on. And that's probably a good way to help extend the conversation.
Exactly. And remember, especially during day game, meeting women during the day, a lot of guys will talk to a girl for 5 minutes, which I understand feels like a very long time. 5 minutes feels like a very long time to talk to a girl during the day who you've completely stopped. But the longer you talk to a girl, the less chance of that flake. So what I would do is, if you're approaching girls consistently, look at your watch, look at your phone, and literally figure out what time it is so that you can go, or you know what you can do, even better. You can set a timer on your phone. And then once you go approach a girl, start the timer, put it in your pocket, and then when the timer goes off, which should be, by the way, the timer should be 15 minutes. When the timer goes off, that is now telling you you've been talking for 15 minutes, and you can either continue talking or go for the number. And of course, if your alarm goes off, like whatever, it will sound like maybe someone's calling you. Just pick up your phone out of your pocket and just like press a button and just keep talking. It shouldn't be a big deal, but the point is you want to train yourself to talk for a long time, because the longer you talk, the less chance of her flaking, because you're building that deeper connection.
Yeah, I just got to ramble to build that comfort and all that.
Right, exactly.
I was kind of wondering about that at the gym, though. I did a gym approach yesterday, and I kind of botched it because, I had a good conversation going and all that. But then I was like, oh, this girl's working out. I don't know if I want to talk to her for like 10, 15 minutes. And so I kind of just ejected early. So do you ever do those kinds of things, or I don't know how
I
to
personally,
handle that better?
I've approached some girls at the gym before, but my approaching at the gym count is so low. So I don't really have many techniques for you. I mean, one of the best things you could do at the gym, there's a couple options. One is you can see someone enough times where you have enough small conversations where eventually you get their number, and then you meet up with them whenever, right? So it's like, instead of just nailing it in the first go around, if you see them all the time, have a lot of hellos, how you doing, what's going on, have that conversation multiple times, and then go for the number. Another thing you could do, this is like the more creepy way of doing things, but it still works, is if you can time out you guys leaving at the same time, which again is kind of hard, but if you can do that, this is more of a first go round, not if you've already talked to her a bunch of times. because that's super creepy. It's
Yeah.
like you obviously just waited for her to leave. But if you see a girl that you think is cute, you want to talk to her, try to time out like when she's leaving, try to leave at the same time, and then approach then. So it's not like a gym approach anymore. It's like approaching her normally. But then you can open up with, you saying like, oh, I see you at the gym all the time. Like, what's your name? When did you join? Something like that. So.
Oh, okay. And then that's easy. It's like, oh, hey, we can work out sometime. How's your workout go? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't really say that we should work out sometime. I would try to just talk to her for a while, like it's a normal daytime approach, and then ask for a number.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Yeah, and then you can just do like whatever date you want, not necessarily the gym, because I don't know if hanging out at the gym's such a great date or anything. I mean, I did it once, but
It's not ideal. I mean, I think that guys, it's so funny. I think guys, they don't know this, but they're focusing too much on the hardest places to meet women. They're like, how do I pick up the bartender? How do I meet the girl at the gym? How do I get my coworker? How do I get that girl that I've been in the friend zone with for 2 years? Like they focus on what's right in front of them. And it's usually the hardest types of approaches. I'm not saying like you shouldn't do a hard approach, but what I'm saying to you is those approaches are so much better done when you're already really good at communicating and talking to women. But if you're just going from zero to now,
work my way up.
Yeah, like you're trying to approach a girl at the gym. Like these are hard. Like give yourself a break here. These are really hard approaches. Instead, you should be what a lot of guys think is still difficult is get really good at cold approach. Go out during the day, at night, bars, wherever, and approach there and practice conversation and meet girls there. And then if a situation comes up, in one of those more less ideal situations, then, do the approach. But I just think that a lot of guys wait for girls to come to them versus them going to the girls, right? Again, what are girls coming to them? That's the gym, work, friends, social circle. They're just like, I'm just going to go about my normal life, and whatever girl crosses my path in my normal everyday life, I'm going to try to get. But what I'm saying is try to actually be more proactive in going out and talking to women, not in just the everyday settings where you just land, gym, work, social situation. Go out and be more proactive and meet women everywhere. That's so much better. And you have more options and you don't have to wait around. So that's my thoughts.
Okay, I think I can do that. That doesn't sound too bad. Sorry to take up so much of your time, but can I ask you like one unrelated question about a situation I'm in before I hop off the line?
Sure, yeah. Let's go for another one.
Okay, so this is kind of like a personal situation. There was this chick I had like hooked up with, and I ended up getting to third base with her, but I didn't end up actually laying her. And then after that, she started acting really weird and like wouldn't talk to me, and all of a sudden she's just like blowing up my phone again, like, oh, hey, we should hang out, blah, 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 I miss you. And I'm like, how do I handle that? I don't know if this is like, if she's trying to friend zone me, because she's like calling me buddy and stuff now, or do I just cut that off?
What was your,
sorry, I just don't know how to handle it.
Repeat your recent history with her. Did you guys ever hook up? You said third base?
Sorry, I didn't explain that very well. Let me see. So I knew her through a friend of a friend, and I ended up getting to third base with her. And then she kind of just ghosted me for a couple months. And she's actually going to the same college as me, so that's why I'm asking this. And now she's just blowing up my phone, oh, hey, we should hang out, but calling me like friend and buddy and stuff like that. So I'm thinking this is like a friend zone type of thing. So I'm like, if I A, ignore her, B, just like be her friend, but I don't want to be like a beta orbiter.
All right, I'll tell you what to do.
Or
I'll tell you what to do.
Try and get with her again.
Yeah, well, it's up to you if you want to try to get with her again. But if you're going to try to get with her again, just go for it. So what I mean is, don't basically go for the rejection. Okay? Yeah. So we don't know yet what she's thinking. So we don't know. So this is the thing is, when you're in the friend zone, a lot of guys who are in the friend zone aren't even 100% sure they're in the friend zone. Sometimes they are, and the girl actually says that to them. But most of the time, I feel like guys think they're in the friend zone, they don't really know. And they only don't know because they haven't actually gotten rejected yet. So if you're interested in hooking up with this girl, dating this girl, what I would do is I would go for it and find out if you're in the friend zone. Just because she says buddy and all that stuff, that doesn't matter. Maybe she's trying to say that to you, and maybe she's trying to get that clear. But who knows? Attraction can still happen, especially if you guys hooked up before. So I would say meet up with her, try to go for a kiss, and then if she rejects you, okay, you're in the friend zone and move on, and you're just like, okay, well, you don't have to hang out with her anymore because that's not someone that you care to be a friend with.
So
but
if
I
do
would
end up
go
getting
for
friend
that
zone, would you just roll with that to increase the social circle in college, or just walk away?
I mean, I'd roll with it. If she's rejects you and wants to be your friend, keep her around. She's got other friends. I think you don't want to burn any bridges in college. So absolutely keep her around.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, someone said in the chat, put her in the friend zone. Yeah, so that's what you can do is if she puts you in the friend zone, just be like, okay, cool. Great, agree to it. Now she's in the friend zone too, and then become friends with her, and then you guys will just be friends, and then she'll have other friends, and if she likes you as a friend, then she might be able to tell her other friends about you and that you're cool, and then you can go for those girls.
Yeah, it's I understand how some people say, oh, never be our friend, you're being a beta orbiter, you're just being a simp, but I think it's kind of different in college because don't you want your social circle as big as you possibly can get it?
Yeah, I mean,
and friends of friends of friends.
Whether you're in college or not, you're only beta or simp or any of those stupid terms if you're not going to try to do something about it, right? If you're not going to try to do something about it, well, that's one thing. If you went for it and you got rejected, that's awesome. Good. Now that, here's the thing, is some guys, what they'll do is they will put her in the friend zone, but secretly in the back of their mind, they're hoping that one day they eventually like them. So that's not really putting them in the friend zone. That's a lie. You're not actually putting them in the friend zone. In your mind, you're putting them in the I hope this might happen one day zone. So what I'm saying is actually put her in the friend zone, meaning you're putting her in the friend zone. You've decided I'm going to be your friend. This is not a girl I'm hooking up with anymore. Because then you're not an orbiter. Right? You're an actual friend. The orbiter is the person who's I'm going to put them in the friend zone, but maybe I'm going to keep it open for something to happen. That's when it gets trouble. So you got to be very honest with yourself.
Okay, that makes sense because I was I didn't know the difference. I was I'm not about to orbit out here, hopefully.
Exactly. So there you go, man. Hope that works.
All right, but that makes a lot of sense, man. Thanks. I really like the way you explained this stuff. It makes a lot of sense.
Good. I'm glad it helps, my man. Awesome.
All right, I appreciate it.
Take care, bud.
Have a good day, man.
Bye-bye. All right, the lines are open. Someone said in the chat here that it worked and they got the stream special. Awesome. So if you guys are just joining us right now, I've been saying earlier that if you're having trouble with conversation or you're having trouble with just making yourself more irresistible to women, I'm doing something very special on today's live, only available for the next 14 minutes and 40 seconds, 39 seconds, 38 seconds. If you go to trippadvice.com/stream special, you will get a special just for you, $1 trial into my Irresistible Academy that you can cancel at any time. But the cool thing is you're just going to be paying $1 to get a first month free of my Irresistible Academy, which talks about advanced conversation techniques that are going to be very helpful for you to continue conversation and understand how to build deeper connections with women. So check it out. I'll put another link here in the chat. It's also in the description. And let me know if you end up getting it. Just starting this for the first time today. Again, this is only going to be live for the next 15 minutes here. I will be killing it, and it won't be available anymore today. Okay? Awesome. Lines are open. If you're wanting to ask a question, I know someone called earlier. I don't know where they went, but the line is open now. This looks like a good time to do a live. We have a lot of people watching right now. I'm also going to be doing a live tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. So we'll do another live tomorrow. So get ready for that. Cool. Excuse me. I'm still digesting my protein shake. 1,360 calories. And it's working, guys. Everyone keeps on saying to me in the chat, please answer, please answer, please answer. Let me know if you guys end up getting to the page okay, the trippadvice.com/stream special. Let me know if you enter into that. What's cool is if you end up getting into the stream special, you will also get access to Tripp's Corner, my private Facebook group for people, so we can chat in there. Awesome. Yep, I just shaved. That's why I look so fresh. My man. You guys are awesome. I love doing these lives. Such good people here. Such good people. No one's spamming the chat today. I think that we're on this is a record. I've had no one spam the chat. Yes, I am working on bulking. All right. We have to answer a call. What's up, man? You're on the air. What's your name, age, and where you're calling from?
Wow, that was fast. My name is Dustin. I'm 24. I'm calling from Silicon Valley, and I love watching your show. You got some great advice.
Thanks, man. Silicon Valley. What do you, if you don't mind sharing, what are you doing over there?
I'm an AV technician, so I just basically help VCs with AV technical stuff. It's pretty boring, actually.
What do you enjoy it?
I don't, but it gives me the opportunity to do what I really enjoy, which is video editing and making videos. So that's my passion. I'm a YouTuber on the side.
Oh, cool. You have a YouTube channel?
Yes, yeah, I do. It's called Sleuth.
Awesome. Very cool, man. So what's your question?
My question is relating to just improving myself and my conversations with women. I'm finding that I'm having a hard time really just like making eye contact with women who I find exceedingly attractive. And part of me, this is kind of taboo to talk about, but I'm just going to be honest. After years of using pornography, it's kind of difficult sometimes to really connect because part of the brain just seems to short circuit. So I'm rebuilding those connections and learning to have those conversations. And I'm curious what your take is on the intimidation factor.
So have you stopped using pornography?
Yes. Months ago.
Okay, fantastic. So that's a good start. I mean, this is common. Whether you're using pornography or not, a lot of guys, the reason why they're so scared to talk to girls is because they're intimidated by the ones that are really pretty. But what I think is we should dive deep into why you think that, why is a pretty woman so intimidating to you?
Wow, I don't know. Jordan Peterson says it's because women who are beautiful represent this ideal that a man thinks that he doesn't deserve or something along those lines.
Yeah, I would say that one of the reasons why men are so intimidated by beautiful women is because they place a lot of value into a pretty woman. You know, we put value into the things that we desire. Whatever it is that you desire, whether it's a beautiful woman, whether it's a gadget, a car, you know, money, a home, a new job, right? Whatever it is that you want, that desire, we can say that is value. So, of course, when we put value into something and we have an opportunity to get it, but it's like we're not sure if we're going to get it or not. Maybe it's a job interview. Maybe it's a girl you're approaching. Whatever it may be, it starts to create this anxiety inside of us. That's one of my theories on it. Of course, there's a lot of different theories and a lot of different things, but I think that we're scared because we place all this value on them, you know. Another thing maybe too is it's complicated with the way it works with our self-esteem and psychology is not only are we placing value on the pretty girl, but at the same time, what we are doing is we're placing value on them and we're devaluing ourselves. So a lot of guys who are just learning how to meet women or trying to attract beautiful women, they're really scared to, you know, look at them in the eye, things like that. They're walking up to the woman and talking to her, and in the back of their mind thinking, I'm not good enough for her. So you're placing value on her, you're placing low value on yourself, And this huge distance between that you've created, what's happening in the middle there in that distance is this anxiety, this nervousness of thinking, well, I'm never going to get this girl because she's high value and I'm low value. And why would she ever want me? What's good enough about me? I'm not good enough to get her. But maybe you're still kind of putting yourself out there. You're still trying. But that gap there is causing the big issue of this disconnect. Whereas if you work on your self-esteem, it's like you kind of have to work on a few things here. It's like you want to work on the technique of eye contact. I can give you some exercises to go out and you can, practice eye contact with people and beautiful women. But that's only going to get you maybe like a third of the way there. What's going to get you even further is getting to the point where you have confidence in yourself and self-esteem all the way to the point where you truly actually believe that you yourself have value and that your worth is high enough where any woman, whatever their value you're assigning to them, should be able to like you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Right now, I'm in this place where I met this girl, and I knew her for years. I had this huge crush on her. Really, really liked her, but at the time, I was too nervous to really say anything. And then she disappeared for like 4 years. And she hits me up on Facebook a couple of weeks ago, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like this is my chance, right? Like I have an opportunity to actually connect with this girl now that I've grown and kind of done some of the things that I wasn't willing to do before. So I get her out on a date, and the date goes like super well. I feel like I didn't make as much eye contact as I could have, again, being a little intimidated, but there comes a point where we're out walking around, and I go in for a kiss, but I didn't like build enough tension with this girl. And in my mind, I'm hearing the script of like, you have to at least try to kiss her. That way you will have, escalated to the point where she knows you're interested. But I think it really turned her off because she said it went well. She said she liked it. And she said, let's do it again. But after that, she just wouldn't answer any messages that I would send her. And then, I sent her a few messages. I guess I came off across too needy, and I just got blocked. So now I'm probably thinking about this girl too much. I probably just need to go out and meet some other women. But my main focus is working on myself. What do you think?
Yeah, and I think I agree. And I think you should go out and meet other women. And I think it's dangerous for your mental health to focus on one woman and try to chase her. It's so dangerous because you are training your mind to go after one woman, and you're saying that this one woman has value, and at the same time, because you're saying that this woman has so much value, you're saying to yourself in another way that all these other women out here don't have value. And so you're I think we lost him. Hey, we got your back.
Hey, awesome.
So what I'm trying to say to you is, bottom line is, it's dangerous for your mindset to just focus on chasing one woman, because you're saying to yourself that this is the only woman that's amazing that you could be with, when that's not true, and you're setting yourself up for heartbreak by putting the woman on a pedestal. And a lot of guys will do this. They'll just go from woman to woman to woman, putting one on a pedestal. Then it doesn't work out with her, then the next one, then the next one, the next one.
I totally do that. How do I break the cycle of that sort of one-itis or scarcity mentality?
Dating a lot more women, going out and approaching more women, getting rejected by a lot of women, putting yourself out there, working on your self-esteem. And understanding, if you can just believe this, let me be the one to be the messenger here for this, is that there are, especially, dude, in Silicon Valley, any big city, there's so many women out there, so many quality women. There's a lot of shitty women too, but there's a lot of great women also, and I don't think a lot of guys realize that. So the second they find one woman that's amazing, they just go head over heels for this one person, and chase them to death, become needy, and then they just it's gone. So
Yeah, that's what happened. Well, if I did, well, I was going to ask you how would I reconnect, but I shouldn't even focus on that. So if I go out and I'm like looking to meet women, how do I even like I flip flop between just being apathetic, like I don't care, why am I here, I hate going out, to oh my God, this girl's beautiful, I don't even know how to talk to her, I don't know what to say, to if I am talking to a beautiful girl, kind of not being fully present. So how do I work on being more present to the moment?
I think that this is something I said earlier. If you were with us in the beginning, is I think the easiest way to be present in a conversation is going in and talking about something that's interesting to you, something that you want to talk about, something that you care about, asking questions to a girl that you actually care about, and not going in there trying to get her number. A lot of guys will go talk to a girl with the hoping the outcome is that the girl will like them, or getting a number, or taking her home. I would spend a whole month approaching multiple women per week and not caring at all what happens in the interaction except for the interaction itself, because that's what presence is. It's just caring about the moment itself and not focusing on what can happen from it. A lot of guys will just go in there and not think about how to just have a conversation that's interesting to them and have a nice conversation with a stranger. Instead, they're thinking of what do I do to put the pieces together so that the girl likes me. So they're skipping all that stuff. Does that help?
Sort of like that does help. Yeah, it's sort of like a time preference thing. Like if you've got this goal in your head, like, oh, I need to sleep with this girl tonight, or oh, I need to get this girl's number, and that's what you're thinking about, you're not going to be present to the interaction.
Exactly.
Right? You're not going to be yourself.
Exactly, man. That's the whole deal. Dude, you should I don't say this to every single person who calls in, you should apply for coaching. If you want my personal help, you should apply for coaching. So if you have time, we can do coaching together over the phone. And I work with a lot of guys actually in San Francisco. So if you're interested, you should apply. Just go to my website, trippadvice.com, and then there's a tab there for coaching and apply if you're interested. But I really think coaching could help you, and we can get you to that place. So I would think about that.
I would agree, man. I'm looking to get a dating coach soon. I've got a lot of coaches I'm trying to hire at the moment. So, but dating coach is on there, so we'll get together at some point.
Cool, man. When you're ready, check it out. Go to my website and apply. All right?
Will do. Thank you so much, Tripp.
Thanks, bud. Take care.
Take care.
Cool. Guys, awesome. Someone just gave me 100 yen, I think. How to maintain relationships with girls. Like when talking with their boyfriends, I don't feel like talking to them anymore. Also, I'm done. I'm the one who always says hi first. I don't know what your question is, buddy. I wouldn't talk to girls who have boyfriends. So you shouldn't try to maintain relationships with girls who have boyfriends. I'm the one who always says hi first. Yeah. Well, I would just not do that anymore. You guys are awesome. What a great live. So it looks like we're out of time here, but this was great. Like I said, I think for 5 more minutes, I'll leave it open. You guys can check out the stream special. The link is in the description. So if you want to join my Irresistible Academy, special for you live viewers at $1, and then it's $47 a month after 2 weeks after that, and every month you get new content. Please join. It'll be awesome to have you in there. I'll put a link right here. Also, the link is in the description. The first module you're going to get is all about conversation techniques. So you're going to learn all about new conversation techniques that I've not talked about here on the channel or any of my other programs. And you're going to learn how to talk to women in a way that makes them interested. So thank you for joining us. Tomorrow, I'm going live again, 6:30 p.m. Central Time with a new topic. So get ready. Thank you, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.